The National Railroad Passenger Corporation, or AMTRAK, established on May 1, 1971 during the Nixon presidency, is a government-owned national railroad corporation initially created to provide excellent train service for passengers. AMTRAK sprouted as a result of the decrease in public transportation caused by the increase in private companies. The AMTRAK headquarters are located in Union Station, Washington, D.C. AMTRAK employs over 20,000 workers each year spread across the 21,200 miles of track it runs. AMTRAK connects over 500 destinations in 46 different states and serves nearly 30.2 million passengers every year.
Along with the fact that private companies were causing problems for public transportation, AMTRAK was also founded for another reason. It became increasingly evident that the United States could not continue building highways and airports at the rate it always had been, due to the health of the environment and the health of the American people.
With the Earth in consideration, it became quite clear that the transportation needs of America were unhealthy. Pollution and decreasing biodiversity was a growing issue. By the year 2000, it was assumed that urban population would have added 100 million more people.
In order to support such an overwhelming number of travelers, there had to be another way which to efficiently transport them without causing more damage to the environment. In order to revisit the possibilities of rail service, the declining number of rail passengers had to be improved.
With these ideas and concerns in mind, the National Railroad Passenger Corporation began operation and aimed towards mending these problems.
The corporation was organized by 8 men under Richard Nixon.
David W. Kendall, Chairman, General Frank S. Besson, Jr., Vice Chairman, David E. Bradshaw, John L. Gilhooly, Arthur D. Lewis, Charles Luna, Catherine May Bedell, and John P. Olson.
AMTRAK is headquartered right here at Union Station, Washington, D.C. Its current CEO and president is Joseph H. Boardman, who has over 30 years' experience at the state, local, and federal levels.
This includes serving 8 years as the Commissioner of the New York State Department of Transportation, as the Chairman of the Executive Committee of the Transportation Research Board, the Chair of the American Association of State Highways, and on Transportation Officials Standing Committee on Rail Transportation. During this time, he led a major transformation effort that has better enabled the agency to respond to the challenges associated with an ever-expanding global marketplace. Since taking office as president on November 25, 2008, he has widely improved the conditions of the train industry nationwide. His love for railroads and the passengers he serves at AMTRAK help him create the best possible experience for all AMTRAK passengers. We had the opportunity to have a phone interview with Leslie Heekin, a West Coast AMTRAK representative. This is what she had to say about her experience with Mr. Boardman.
I'm very impressed by him. You're talking to the California Res Center in Southern California, the call center. He's come out to our building. He just seems like a very genuine, down-to-earth guy. I know he's got a challenge because AMTRAK has had a lot of ups and downs. I've been with AMTRAK for 19 years, so it's been scary at times thinking that we might be, sublet out to someone else or go overseas. And also I was back in Washington at corporate office this last fall, just on a vacation, and there he was walking through the the station at Union Station, and I was with some people, and we said Mr. Boardman, and said we were from the call center, and he took time out of his day to say hello and shake our hands. So I just think he's a good for AMTRAK.
Despite the generally pleasant travel experience, tensions are always running high for AMTRAK.
The biggest issues that we workers of AMTRAK face today are the challenges of railroad relocation projects. These new developments are often multi-million-dollar investments and cause passengers the stress of walking long distances just to board trains. It is difficult to come up with the money for this type of construction. I fear that if people are forced to walk a long way and find the construction an inconvenience, they just won't ride.
A recent situation involving a relocation project in Dallas, Texas, has caused many passengers to be quite on edge.
It's just important that we really get things moving. We might start losing customers.
AMTRAK worries its customers may begin to feel like second-class citizens, and that's not the reaction that AMTRAK wants to hear.
Despite minor issues involving how AMTRAK could improve their passengers' travel experiences, the corporation continues to operate smoothly and efficiently. With new and improved railcar designs, passengers can now board a health-conscious and earth-friendly train.
The National Railroad Passenger Corporation is taking steps to becoming a more green operation and will continue to serve its customers with the same care and promptness it has been for the last 41 years. that could have been David's been for the last 41 years. Grayson Kelly, Washington, D.C. That just sounds funny. I don't know. I like it, though.
John L. Gilhooey. Are you serious? DC landmark, I guess. That's what the menu says. I'm gonna call Albert, see how, check in on how things are doing in the States. Check this out though. Looks delicious, right? Not bad. Alright, sweet. Then I'll tell him to record. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Chilling in DC. The B-roll. You know, it's going pretty well. I suck at B-roll. That's what I figured out. This entire trip is like I'm recording things. I'm like, this doesn't seem right.